though we love them, though we desire to work with them, tonight I'm going to make an ideological distinction.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Between where we are and where we must go, and we have to lay down the gauntlet. And then take upon ourselves as a black nationalist community. Well, is this a black nationalist community? I don't know. You ask me, am I a black nationalist? Are my hands going to raise? My fist is going high in the air. How many of you in the audience say you're a black nationalist?
Black nationalist?
How many say you're a Pan-Africanist? How many say you're black conscious? I'm talking to the right audience. And in the audience around the country, we have liberation organizations around the country that are listening. The Black Riders Liberation Party, militant on the ground street organization, a new generation of Panthers also. They're on the line from Los Angeles and Oakland. The All African People's Revolutionary Party, who are here and in other parts of Africa who are fighting and struggling to rebuild, they are on the line. The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania in South Africa, and those who are on the front lines for the real liberation of Southern Africa, they are on the line. Others in the RBG movement, of the Black Nationalist movement, of the Black Power movement, they are on the webcast, they are on the radio line, and they are seated on this stage, and they are right here in this roster. I have not come to play with you today because we need leadership badly. We have brothers and sisters that will follow the program. They will take to the front lines. They believe in our teaching and our doctrine. Black power. Black power in economics for black people.
Yes.
Control of our educational system. Black power in the field of education. Police brutality, a major problem. Resistance and defense against police brutality and police abuse. Those are here in the audience and are listening that want relief from that. Let's take a look at some major issues affecting us, and then tonight we're going to see where we're headed. You could say this is like, and I still won't be long, but this is like a State of the Black Nation address, where somebody will talk direct to you and not try to appease, quote unquote, all Americans. Because every one of them civil rights leaders and Mr. President himself, they cannot afford to speak directly to black people, or even if they can afford to, they won't pay the price of speaking directly to black people.
That's right.
And so, leadership today that will just speak honestly and forthrightly to the aims and the objectives and the pain and the suffering of black people, that leadership is precious and is under attack.
That's right. That's right.
But I accept the challenge.
All right.
I accept the challenge.
And we got your back too. We got your back too.
Hey.
International issues. South Africa, or Azania, where we are taking a major delegation from the Panther Party and from black lawyers for justice and other activists. We're headed to Africa. But South Africa is in trouble. They say, don't tell us about a sham independence. In the 1990s under Mr. Mandela, they say in Azania, South Africa, the masses are saying, don't tell us about a sham independence. They say that the white man, the white colonialist, still controls and dominates and rules in South Africa. That 87% of black people who are in the country and make up the population, the original population, that they are landless, that they are powerless, and that a puppet Uncle Tom regime has been set up that serves European, colonial, and white masters, and that keeps the masses of black people in poverty, landless, homeless, without electricity, without education. We got to talk about this tonight.
Let's talk about it, brother.
The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania is listening in tonight, and they want to know, do we recognize and understand their struggle?
Good question.
In Africa, let's take a look at it. Can you move that, dear brother? Thank you, sir. In Africa, 30, that camera's working? That's the web camera?
No, that one.
That one.
Right.
You better be on that one. Be on that one, so if I move, I don't go off the screen. My dear brother, that's Pop Gaskins. He's my man. Now I'm going to work. Stay on that one. Somebody else can get on that one. Be on that one that they're watching.
All right.
Trying to take advantage of some technology to reach our people.
That's right. Amen. Amen.
Remember this, nobody's speaking this kind of message is rare. You're not hearing it from us or some of us on this rostrum, or you're not hearing it from Minister Louis Farrakhan, then you're not hardly getting it at all. In Africa. Africa is under the threat of invasion right now.
That's right. That's right.
The United States troops that are being withdrawn from Afghanistan, they're not coming home. The United States military-industrial complex will not have them return home. And the President of the United States is not bringing them home. 35 African countries stated to be on the target list for United States troops to be deployed right now, 20,000 of them, to be deployed in over 35 African countries. To fight whom? To fight what? Under the guest of what they call AFRICOM. Under a scheme to find a new boogeyman in Africa. To test new weapons. To infiltrate and turn African governments into a new era of colonialism or neo-colonialism or automatic, systematic remote control. 35 African countries slated to receive 20,000 U.S. troops, and the United States government is doing everything, including bribery, coercion, pressure, stress, and duress to force African countries to accept United States troops in over 35 nations. Where's black leadership on this question?
Good question.
Where is the traditional leadership that we have depended on and sometimes relied on that would speak truth to power of the President of the United States or to raise African issues? Where are they?
No. Good question.
Drones fly in the skies of the 196,940,000 square miles.
Lord.
Drones now over the 57,255,000 square miles of the planet. By remote control and technology have been able to take facial recognition technology and other information and create what is called a kill list. All of them Muslims. And a kill list on the desk. Yes, of the CIA.
That's right.
Yes, of the Defense Department. Yes, of the Pentagon. But a kill list, unfortunately, that is right on the desk of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The desk of the President of the United States, Barack Obama. Drones fly in the sky. Now the troops are being withdrawn from Afghanistan. Drones every day increasingly flying over the skies of Pakistan. Shooting and killing innocent targets, no due process. No charging of a crime. No information that would predicate a charge under international law, not even U.S. law, no law.
No law.
Which is illegal.
Outright murder.
That's right.
Coming from this government and this house that we sit in. And we cannot afford to be no goddamn rubber stamp in 2013.
That's right.
We cannot afford, policy-wise, political-wise, morally, to now become rubber stamps. Because we have a good-looking man in the White House.
No.
Black power? Black power? Buckle your seatbelts. If your seat gets too hot, just fan it a little bit and sit back down. I don't mean to hurt any of your feelings. Bear with me for those who are on the webcast. If you're a voter and if you're a voter in the 2013 election,
Just tell us the truth, brother.
and you voted, just hold with me. Don't run from me right now.
Tell us the truth.
Now, I'm going to talk about real political accountability. I'm going to talk about real results from politics and not this rubber stamping minstrel show
Educate my brother.
All right.
Educate.
that we have been engaged in. You say, well, what do I care about Pakistan? What do I care about Afghanistan?
Well,
What do I care about Iran?
color.
Well, do you care about Mali? Do you care about Nigeria? Do you care about the Sudan? Do you care about Ethiopia?
Yes.
Do you care about Eritrea?
Yes.
Do you care about Somalia?
Yes.
Do you care about Uganda?
Yes.
Do you care about Chad?
Yes.
Do you care now that drones, unarmed planes are flying the skies of northern Africa?
Yes.
Flying the skies of the upper half of Africa, and it don't take much to get them into the lower half of Africa.
That's right.
To target, to kill. Get your brothers and sisters some chairs. There's standing room only in here. If those of you who are helping, just find some chairs and let the sisters be seated and the elders be seated. Give yourself a strong hand, brothers and sisters. You done packed this thing. Go ahead, come out here. I ain't gonna go on all night. I'm gonna hit these points and we're gonna open up, but I got to hit these points. Somebody has to give a State of the Black Nation address. Somebody has to talk to black and African people and ain't worried about what the enemy got to say.
Educate us.
Somebody has got to talk and not be worried about pleasing everybody.